volleyballs, and of course, don't forget the meatballs. For me, I have always been awed by this one ball, the basketball. And before I go on further, let's talk a little bit about the history of basketball. This man is the inventor of basketball. In 1891, Dr. James Naismith, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, invented the basketball in hopes to help young athletes to prepare themselves during winter. So what happened is that before it proceeded to where it is today, which is having all the hoops and everything, it was actually done with pitch baskets and also a soccer-like ball, soccer-style ball. So that time, now it's considered with people, 2 teams of 5 people each, 5 members each. But before that, it was about 9 people, 9 members in 2 teams. And the point is, they will need to shoot the ball into the basket, and the janitor will stop the game, take a ladder, climb up to the basket again, take it out, and then they will resume the game again. So after the game developed, they took out the bottom of the basket and it became to where it is today, which is basketball. Now, this game became so popular that by 1 year later, which is 1892, it was played publicly since then. So now there is a lot of leagues in this world that is organizing this basketball competition. So without any order of which one is better, the first one is of course the China Basketball Association from China. They are one of the best so far that we have known, internationally. The second one is from Liga Nacional de Basquet, which is from Argentina. The third one is Liga Basket. Well, they sound the same to me, but spelling is very different. It's in Italy. The third is HIBA from Greece, and of course we all know what this is. The NBA, the National Basketball Association from the United States. Now, of course, basketball cannot be done alone. It's a game of teamwork. That's why with a team consisting of 5 people, they have different roles that they are playing in terms of offense and defense. So they are usually numbered by 1 to 5. The first one is the point guard. This is the person who is usually the shortest person on the team. But luckily, he's also one of the most important players in this team, because the point guard is the one managing the offense. He is the playmaker, as we call it. He's the one directing all these people, 2, 3, 4, 5, to make sure they get the right plays. So he is very important. The second one, who works closely with the point guard, is the shooting guard, number 2. The shooting guard usually is focusing on trying to attack the rim. This is the rim, although it's invisible. The number 2 usually tries to score outside the line. Here, we call it the 3-point in the basketball terms. And of course, he will need to help number 3 as well, which is the small forward, responsible for taking rebounds. Rebounds are when someone misses during the game, they will need to take back the ball. That is called rebounding. The small forward will be responsible for taking most of the shots in the paint, we call it. And number 4 will be supporting them as well with the center, which is number 5, to make sure they get the rebounds and get the points appropriately. Now, number 5 is usually the tallest person in the team. He's the big man, and of course the slowest as well. So this number 5, same like number 1, these 2 are, to me, is the most important role in the team, because he is the one responsible for getting all the missed opportunities when the team plays. Now moving on, these are some of the people that is very prominent in the basketball industry, which for the point guard, we have Stephen Curry, which is my favorite. The second one, we have the beard, which is the shooting guard. He is from Houston Rockets. He is called James Harden. And the third one, who recently just became the most valuable MVP, we call it MVP, most valuable player of the game. He is, by Kevin Durant, he is a small forward, famous for cutting into the basket and shooting 3 points. And of course, we don't forget our Kevin Love, I don't know who it is, but he is playing for the Wolves as the power forward. And last but not least, we have the center, who is Al Jefferson. Sorry, he's very new to me. But these are in NBA top of the 5 positions that they hold, and they earn millions of dollars doing it. But of course, that doesn't apply to me because I don't really earn that much. What happens is that for me, basketball. So why should I do? What are the benefits? Why should I play basketball? What is it for me? Well, if you're like me, who have a currently fat syndrome, you look into the mirror and see yourself like this. That's how I see myself. Now, basketball is a very intensive game. According to research, it burns roughly about 630 calories to 750 calories per hour of that. And hopefully, by doing so, you will become something like this.
Oh.
Of course, the second benefit of playing basketball is that it helps to develop concentration and self-discipline. Like I said before, basketball is about team working. So the point guard is responsible for finding weakness in the opposing team and to make use of the strength of your team to beat your opponents. So it helps you to focus. That's very important for me. But of course, the third thing is that it helps you to improve balance.
Wow.
Basketball is a sport about running and jumping, trying to spin, looking beautiful, everything. So balance is very important in this sport, and when you play in it, it helps you to develop that sense of balance. And of course, the hand-eye coordination, so that you don't use your face to actually catch the ball. So with this great sport, what are the things that I need to get myself started? Well, of course, you can't forget the basketball. That's the most important thing. The second thing is the hoops. You can find it anywhere around the park, you can build at home. And the third one is to get a proper sport shoe so that you don't hurt your ankle. But of course, last but not least, you need you to actually play the game. Right? So these are the reference. So basketball to me is one of the most all game for me. Hope I use that correctly. Because of the benefits that it can give to me. It helps me to lose my weight, it helps me to train my concentration and focus, and it also helps me to gain my balance and make sure I don't catch the ball with my face. So these are some of the sources that I have used to get the information, and more sources, and even more sources. If you don't have any questions for me, I'll see you at the court. With that,